Hey gang, welcome back. Welcome back. We find ourselves in the midst of me in my truck eating a peanut butter and jelly crustable and drinking Pepsi. My day has gone uneventful. I started out watching Face Off, which I absolutely love. Probably one of my top 3 or 4 favorite TV shows that are current. Absolutely love that show. So I finished watching a couple episodes of that, and my wife got an opportunity to go with my son and my daughter and her husband to go to a giant trampoline park, to go do whatever you do at a giant trampoline park. All I know is that they're not fat kid heavy or fat kid friendly. Probably wouldn't have made it so far, so I'm like, hey, I'll watch a shop, go ahead. So went to the comic shop, watched it, talked to, random people that came in. Kind of an uneventful day. Talked about video games, talked about comic books, hung out with my dude Timmy that was there. He's like I'm not down there very often, so I can't say R, but he's kind of like the comic shop / video game shop's Norm. Hey, Norm. Hey, Timmy. Comes in, sits in her chair, hangs out all day. So I talked to Timmy for quite a bit, and just got home. So I thought today the video I would do is one that I kind of talked about yesterday. Didn't know if I was going to do it this soon, but I think I will. And that is, we're going to go over my Criterion collection. Now, in order to keep this under a certain amount of time, which I don't want to keep you guys forever, you got shit to do. But I think I'll do this in 3 parts, at least 3 parts. I hope it's 3 parts. I hope I don't have to go to 4 and 5, because I don't want to waste everybody's time looking at my shit, because this is not something that I normally do. I don't like to show off. But what I'm going to do is a Criterion collection update. I go through this about every year. I have been asked to show the Criterions, so I'm going to go through this first stack. They're in no order whatsoever. I just grabbed a giant stack of Criterions. Some of these are the newer ones I've bought, but some of them had for a while. If there's anything really, really special, I'll spout off about it, but otherwise I'll just show you the spine number in the movie, and that'll be it. Alright? So let's go. Grab a stack. Some of these aren't even open. I'm so pathetic. Number 1. Spine number 32, Oliver Twist. David Lean's Oliver Twist. Much superior to 1968's Oliver. They know who that's directed towards. Number 31, not even open. Great Expectations. Daniel Lean's also. Man, he's got a glare. What you hear right now is my dog Ripley and Molly. Next, to Roman Polanski, who I am a collector of his films. Tess. Once again, not opened. Not enough time in the day to watch everything, man. Francis Ford Coppola, who is also a favorite of mine's, Rumblefish, which I am not a fan of. I just couldn't get into it. It's very artsy, and I can appreciate what it's for, but it's just... Next, Ingrid Bergman's The Seventh Seal. Have to definitely recommend this if you've not seen it. Next, Cat People. You really have to own this. This is a top-notch film right here. Cat People. I loved every fucking second of this movie, so you should too. Alfred Hitchcock's The Lodger. Now, I have a copy of this on DVD, but it's so fucking unwatchable, it's not even funny. So when Criterion announced The Lodger, I was on. I have all of his films that are still in print on Criterion, so I had to grab that too. Next, one that I have meant to watch for 1,000 and some years, and that's the Bicycle Thieves. Bicycle Thieves, and I promise this is one of the next ones on my list. One of my favorite documentaries of all time, Hoop Dreams, about two gentlemen's story about high school basketball. The original, not the original, probably the original, but one amazing thriller type movie, The Vanishing. Highly recommended. David Fincher. If you're a fan, you're a fan. If you're not, you're not. I am a fan. And that's The Game. An absolute mind blower. I hadn't watched this before, hadn't heard anything of it before, and watched it, and was just like, pow. Good shit. One of my favorite funny movies ever, Sullivan's Travels. Repo Man. You notice more than not these are on DVD because it's just cheaper. I'm not a Blu-ray snob. Don't have to have everything on Blu-ray, especially Criterion's. Broadcast news, always been a favorite of mine. Mr. Charlie Chaplin, one of my favorites. Mesure Vorte. Beautiful film. Wages of War, also one of those classic must-haves for pathetic souls like me that have to own movies. They can't just watch them. Roman Polanski again, Knife in the Water. 5 Easy Pieces. I Married a Witch. This has not been opened either. Cul-de-sac, Roman Polanski. The Man Who Wasn't There, Alfred Hitchcock. This is the original cut of the film from 1934. Remade it again with Jimmy Stewart. Charles Chaplin again, The Gold Rush. Fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Not my favorite Chaplin movie, but it's up there. The Last Emperor. Very, very good movie, but make sure you're wide awake and you have time to watch this. It's very long, but it's really, really good. Roman Polanski's The Tragedy of Macbeth. Still sealed. Sorry. The Devil and Daniel Webster. I haven't been telling you spine numbers. Not that you give a shit. 214, by the way. My Darling Clementine by John Ford, starring Henry Fonda, spine number 732. This is the original Legend of the OK Corral, basically Tombstone. If you've seen that. Gee. Very good. Very long. Very long. It's even 2 parts, actually. Oh, Thin Red Line. Terrence Malick. 536. Yeah. I was just reading. I was reading the back of it. Thin Red Line about World War II, by the way. It's got Sean Penn, Nick Nolte, and Woody Harrelson. A lot of them. Very, very good film. One of the best movies ever made. Night of the Hunter. I bought this movie because of Michael Fassbender, and I'm a huge fan. Anyway, spine number 553, Fish Tank, ended up being a brilliant, brilliant film. Loved it. Oh, spine number. These are multiples. 365, 366, 367, 368. Monsters and Madmen. Contains Haunted Strangler, Corridors of Blood, First Man into Space, and The Atomic Submarine. All wonderful films on 2 sets. I think it's got 4 discs in it. Alfred Hitchcock, Lady Vanishes. Another Blu-ray upgrade because my copy was complete shit. Let's see here. What else we got? Let's see. Charles Chaplin in Limelight. One of his talkie films. A fucking great movie. Harry Carey. 302. I was going to try to say some names, but I'm not going to disrespect them. So, The Picnic at Hanging Rock. Blind by as hell, but sounded interesting in the description. Bought it. Was not displeased. This is a wonderful film. The Passion of Joan of Arc. Literally one of the best silent films I've ever watched. And Mr. Charles Chaplin in The Great Dictator. One of his best films of all time. Still not my favorite, but really good. My favorite will come up sooner or later. That's actually all of this. I will get through in 3. I might get through in 2. He's all back in the giant bag that I brought him out in. Take him back in my house because, you know, I think there's some fucking crackhead break into my truck and steal a gigantic pile of Criterions. Not to offend anybody that's a crackhead. If you're a crackhead, I'm sorry. I really am. That's from the heart. Oh my God. That right there is like a 3-hour nap. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let's see, what can we do for a list today? I'm not going to do top 5 Criterions. Let's try to do it right off the hip. Let's try to do something. Top 5. Oof. I'm going to do a top 5 places. No. Man, it's hard to come up with off the hip, even though I'm like, oh, let's go off the hip. Top 5 Marvel superheroes. I think we did DC before. If we've done Marvel, who knows? I'm sorry. Since I'm a one-shot kind of guy, I don't get to edit that out, so excuse me. Top 5 Marvel heroes. The Hulk. Always has been. Prince Namor, the Submariner, which I cannot wait. I need a movie of this guy. The Punisher. Ghost Rider. These are 2 guys that I actually want something good out of someday. They're almost there. And Spider-Man. But I'm going to move Spider-Man up 2 notches and put him here, and then Punisher, and then Ghost Rider. So that's completely confusing. But so it's Hulk, Submariner. Who did I even say? Hulk, Submariner. Oh, Spider-Man, Punisher, Ghost Rider. Those 5 right there. If that makes any sense. Spider-Man's in there. So, that's it. Who's your favorite Marvel characters? What did you think about the Criterions? Do you like Criterions? Do you prefer Blu-rays, DVDs? Why? And would you stop buying movies to only buy a Criterion? Do you need all the Criterions? Or are you okay with just shit that you really want? Or certain actors, actresses, whatever. The reason I buy Criterion is for the special features galore, and for the fact that these movies just look so good in these things. The restoration process is so good. But I'm almost hitting my 16-minute mark, and I'm out. So remember, Pepsi, peanut butter and jelly.